kilometers here. Okay, and that's it for question 6. Okay, so this is question 7. The diagram below shows the value of one share for company A in euro on the first day of each month from the 1st of January to the 1st of July. So we have to use the graph to estimate the value of one share on the 1st of March. So the 1st of March is here, and what you would do is you would come up along here, use a ruler, and then come across here. I'm getting somewhere, I'm going to say €7.30. If you use a ruler, it'll be a little bit below halfway between 7 and 8. I'm going to say €7.30. Okay, next question. Use the graph to identify the month during which the value of one share increased by the greatest amount. Okay, so if we look at the graph here, we need a line between 2 points that has the greatest slope. So we can see here, this part here, the line has the greatest slope. It's the steepest line. I'm going to say here between May and June. So I'm going to say here between May and June. So I'm going to say between May and June because it has the greatest slope. So during which, so it's the month of May, as the line has the greatest slope. Okay, next question then. On August the 1st, the value of one share was 15% lower than it was in 1st of July. By reading from the graph and doing calculations, estimate the value of one share on the 1st of August and calculate as accurately as possible, and hence plot that point on the diagram on the previous page. So we need to look at the 1st of July. The 1st of July we can see is this point here, and the shares had a value of €8. So what we've got to do is reduce that €8. We've got to take €8, reduce it by 15%. So what we've got to do is take 8 and multiply it by, if we multiplied it by 1, it would stay the same. So we've got to reduce it by 15%. So that's 0.85. 0.85 is 0.15 or 15% if you like, less than 1. So when you multiply that out, you get €6.80. So we've got to plot that on the graph. So it's €6.80. So let's see, where's that? That's going to be 680 is going to be somewhere around here. I've got to join that up here like that. Use a ruler again. Mine is not exactly straight, but use a ruler. And remember, all we did was we came up along here and straight across here again using a ruler to €8. Okay, so next thing you've got to do then is later that year, Liam predicts the value of one share. The error in his prediction is 150, which is a percentage error of 1630. Find the value of one share at this time. Give your answer correct in there, cent. So if we take 1630%, that's equivalent to an error of €1.50. So this is the error. Now what we want is the 100%. So what we do is we're going to go down to 1% and then we're going to go up to 100%. We want to know the value of the actual share at that time. So to go from 16.3 down to 1, divide 16.3 by 16.3, it'll give you 1. So divide the 150 by 16.3. And then if you want to go from 1 up to 100, you multiply 1 by 100. So do the same on the other side. So it's 150 divided by 16.3 times 100. So when you do that, you get a share value of €9.20. Okay, next one. The value of one share for company B can be modeled by the function P of M, which is 2 by 1.29 to the power of M, where P of M is the value of one share in euro and M is the time in months since the 1st of January. M is between 0 and 6. Complete the table below to show the values of P of M for the given values of M. Give each value of P of M correct 2 decimal places where relevant. Okay, so all you've got to do really is just stick 0 in here instead of M. That'll give you a P of M of 2. Put 1 in here instead of M. Put 2 in instead of M. Put 3 in instead of M, and so on. And just do it on your calculator and write the values in here. So the values that I got are 2.58 for 1, 2.58. And then for 3, I got 4.29. For 4, I got 5.54. And then for 5, I got 7.14. Okay, so next question then. The graph of company A is shown below. On the same graph, draw the graph of P of M. So we just got to plot these points. So 0 is 2, so we're going to put a point here. 1 is 2.58, that's going to be somewhere around here. Let's see, 2 is 3.33. So 3.33 is, let's say, here. And then number 3 is 4.29. So 4.29 is around here. And then 4 is 5.54. That's somewhere around here. And then 5 is 7.14. 7.14 would be around here. And then 6 is 9.22, which is, let's say, here. So after that, then you've just got to join them up. You should get something like that. Okay, at only one point in the time period shown, the value of one share of company A is equal to the value of one share of company B according to the function P of M. In which month must this have happened? So if we have a look at this point here, this is where the two cross, so we can come down along here like this, use a ruler again, and we're looking at the month of March here. This is the month of March along here. So my answer here is March. Next question. According to the model, the value of one share for company B reaches its highest value on the 1st of July, and from then onwards it declines at a steady linear rate of 30 cents per month. A new function is created to model this decline, where Q of n is the value of one share n months after the time the share reaches its highest value. N is a natural number. Part of the function is shown below. Fill in the missing number in the box above to complete the expression for Q of n. So the value of one share for company B reaches its highest value on the 1st of July and then declines. So if we look at the 1st of July up here, we see a value of, this is July here, we see a value of 9.22. So that's here. So that's the number we need to put in here. So it reaches a value of 9.22 and then starts declining at this rate here, 0.3 cents, or 0.3 euros rather, 30 cents every month. So that was it for that one. Use your expression or otherwise find how many months it would take the value of one share for a company B to fall below its value on the 1st of January according to the model. So the 1st of January, we look up here, and the 1st of January we're looking at 2 euros. So it needs to get below 2 euros. So what you would do is you would take the 9.22 minus the 0.3 n, so it's minus 0.3 n, and you want that to be less than, it needs to fall below, so it needs to be less than 2 euros. So you just got to solve this. So first thing I'll do is maybe take the 0.3 n, bring it over to the other side. So I'm going to add 0.3 n to both sides. So that's 9.22 is less than 2 plus 0.3 n. The next thing I'll do is I'll get rid of that 2 on the right hand side. So I'll subtract 2 from both sides. So that's 7.22 on the left hand side, and it's just 0.3 n on the right hand side. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by 0.3 because the 0.3 is multiplied by the n. That'll get rid of it. I'll end up with 7.22 divided by 0.3, and that's 24.06 repeated. So our answer is 25 months. So it takes 25 months after the 1st of January to fall below 2 euros again. Because if you think about it, 0 to 1, that's the first month. 1 to 2 is the second month. 2 to 3 is the third month. So 24.06 is the 25th month. Okay, so that's it for part 2.